And it says we're live. I hope we're live.
Yeah, we are.
Live, we're live. Yes, we're live. Things are going right, somewhat. Except for my quality is shit. Let me turn that down a little bit. Let's see how that looks. I could just go with my avatar.
Yeah.
But, nah, I think the gears kind of match. Nah, quality's too bad. I'm just gonna I'm turning my camera off. Screw that shit. Okay, so today we're just doing a little chill session. We're not covering anything. We're not talking about anything. We'll talk about anime. We'll talk about mech. We'll talk about nightmarish fucking electrical jobs. We'll talk about different things. And it's not gonna be a typical MechAniTuesdays episode. We might talk about gaming, we might talk about games, we might talk about consoles, computers, might talk about mech anime, we might talk about fucking isekai anime. It just depends on what we're feeling like. So, Stalin, what you been up to?
Smash, 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 smash.
Okay, what the fuck?
Hey, you asked the question.
Well, I'm expecting an answer too. Come on, what the fuck?
What? I ended up with a Switch and Smash Ultimate last Friday.
How the fuck did you pull that off?
You can thank my wife for that.
And some other parts.
How much that set you back?
Didn't set me back a penny.
Fuck off. And I said that right when Kayla Group jumped in. We're alive. So what's up, buddy?
Yodelay, hoo-hoo.
I was loud enough. I heard myself back through Solon's headset again.
Hey, I turned my volume down. Can't blame me this time.
Yeah, I was just loud. So what's up, man?
Just fighting with my computer.
Oh yeah, well that's like a daily fight with Windows 10.
It's just within like the last few days have been acting really weird.
Okay, time for online stream diagnostic sessions. My name is Dr. Sparky, and let me ask you a couple questions about your computer.
Yes, Dr. Sparky.
Since you just jumped in, KG, if you didn't know, this is just gonna be a chill stream.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that none of us has watched up on any of the anime that we said we're gonna watch.
I actually finished watching it today while I was at work.
Oh, you did? Okay. Well, we can talk about it a little bit, but we'll save it for the next MechAniTuesdays.
Well, pretty much all I'm going to say is this. The suits were awesome. I want the beetle tank. And about 80% of the main characters' dialogue was repeating, rehashing, or questioning things that were just said to her.
Okay. Yeah. So you got what I said, right?
Oh, yeah.
What? What do you mean?
Uh-huh.
I don't get it.
So, toothpaste cleans your teeth. Wait, what? Toothpaste? You can use it to clean your teeth? That's amazing.
That's exactly
Sounds like Excel Saga.
What's that?
It sounds like Excel Saga.
it's actually from the same people that I think made Excel Saga.
That does not surprise me in the very least. Then
Actually, I don't know who made it. It's called Ico. I want to say Ico Incarnate.
Mm-hmm.
And just think of Bubblegum Crisis meets the Blob.
Yep.
That's
After
the best
seeing
way I
it,
can put it.
that is a very apt description.
So you think it owns a seat to talk about on McKinnon Tuesdays?
I think
AICO.
so. Yeah,
Yep.
I do. I mean, you've
What-
got the
This-
mecha aspect in the divers' suits and the equipment they use.
It's more or less on a you can call it cybernetics almost. It is actually to a point on the main character that is
Yeah,
bio cybernetics.
Yeah,
Is I want to say.
I mean, not it. You really couldn't even call it biotics, bionics or anything like that.
Almost reminds me of Guyver.
Yeah. How
I mean,
everything was a very symbiotic relationship. Bless you.
yeah, and they really run that symbiotic relationship home with the main character.
Yeah.
Oof.
They almost railroad you with it.
Yeah. All right. So when I started first watching the show, I probably got three. I got to the next episode was when they actually went into what was it called, Zone or
Yeah, the zone.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the Zone. It was the areas. Yeah, they called it the area.
Yeah, the K gates and all that.
Yeah. I got to the episode before they got into that. I kind of went, it seems interesting, but I don't know. And I put it down, and then I picked it up a couple of weeks later, and I started watching it again. And then I kind of got drawn more into the story because it's like, it was just curiosity that kind of drove me of what happened. And when it got halfway through the fucking show, you get slapped in the face with one fucking reality.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get to like the fourth to last episode, you get slapped with a whole other reality of, okay, you were lied to the whole show until that point of what was going on.
Yeah.
So,
it very much did a great job of kind of keeping you on your toes of what's actually happening.
Yeah, I kind of lost track there. I had to go back and rewatch bits and pieces, and just trying to piece together. Okay, so what actually was going on? Who was what, and what was needed to be done?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's one of those things where nobody can be trusted at any point.
It's more like you have like the main characters, the two main characters, and then like the antagonist, so you have those that are in the area and those who are out of the area. And you're like, okay, this guy's the bad guy, but he has a reason for being the bad guy, quote unquote. He's a good guy, but he's done things that are questionable, so we don't know what really is going on. It's like there's the divers themselves who are like, even they're like, what the fuck? Who do we trust? What are we doing here?
Okay, so you want to know what I got two moralities out of that whole story from Ico Incarnate.
Mm-hmm.
First, it's trying to be old yellow. It's really trying to be old yellow because the scientist that made Ico's body.
Hey Doc, how's it going?
Yeah, hey Doc. Yeah, we're
Doc.
just talking about anime. Thanks for stopping by. I know Magog's streaming. He's got like 80, 90 people watching him. He's chilling too. He's just doing a chill stream too. So
Popular night for chill streams, apparently.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, we only got 4 people watching, and the only other one that's actually watching is Doc. I think the other 3 is us.
Probably.
Yeah.
So it's whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
I've noticed that last month, it's like my channel's been hit, and it just doesn't get out. Oh, well, thank you, Doc.
Thanks, Doc. That's great.
Yeah. You abandoned Magog to come watch us. Thank you. That means a lot to us. So, but yeah, I don't know what's up with the channel. It's like, it's just not getting out. It's like nobody's coming to watch or nobody's getting notifications. I don't know what is. I've noticed that since my first airing of Anime Watch Club. It was good. It was like 200 some views, 300 some views on that video. And after that, it's like, pfft. So I don't know if my channel got blacklisted or something. I don't know. It's frustrating as all fuck, but I don't know what is. But going back to Ico Incarnate, just since we're casually talking about, we'll talk about more, like I said, 2 weeks from now.
Yep.
But I got 2 more dilemmas from the whole show. One, it's like the doctor's trying to play Old Yeller, trying to rectify his mistake by killing the girl that he saved. Well, killing the duplicate body and brain of the girl that he saved. Because here's a more dilemma. So, girl Aiko was in a car accident. And the only way to save her was to use a new prototype technology. Because her body was like damaged 90%. Her brain was damaged irreversibly. She was going to die. So what they did is they were developing a technology where they cloned basically all the people that was in this organization that worked for this hospital. Her dad was like one of the main members of this hospital, this scientific research facility. Well, what they ended up doing was, okay, so they developed a brain for that clone. And what they did is they swapped the clone's brain for the real brain and put the clone's brain in the real girl's body and the real girl's brain in the clone's body. So they can do repair work on the real girl's body. While her
Enjoy
brain...
your chow there, Doc. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep.
Thank you. But so they did that so they can repair the body and repair the brain without the two, walking against each other. Now something happened, and apparently what they thought was how it explains it is what was it? They thought that the real body. Well, no, excuse me.
The real brain.
They thought that the duplicate body was fuck. Now I'm confused again. Okay,
What happened was the duplicate, the artificial brain went into the real body
and escaped.
And that's the one that
that's
we get
the one
to know
that
and
you.
love.
Yeah, that's the one you follow along from the beginning of the show.
Let's back up here a half second. How can a brain escape? As in, did it just grow legs and walk out?
No, they switched brains. So there was the artificial body and brain and the real body and brain. And they put the real brain in the artificial body and the artificial brain in the real body.
And when they did that, something happened, and the cells, which made up the artificial body, kind of went out of control and went haywire and started turning into the blob, and then went everywhere. I mean,
Yeah, that was
Like Akira, Akira everywhere.
Yes, pretty much.
actually that is a really, really, really close representation.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they said that her real body, her real brain had difficulties adapting, and it just threw everything out of whack, and the body became the blob.
Yeah. But at the beginning of the story, the way they tell it to her is she thinks that she gets told, and she's told this throughout the show, that her brain is the real brain and her body is the artificial body, because her body reacts kind of like the blob material. Come to find out, that's not the case. It's actually the artificial brain in the real body. And the real body has a type of, they call it cell builder B. Yeah, cell builder B, which I guess makes her body invulnerable. It repairs itself faster. It's like carbon fiber steel almost.
She basically turned into Wolverine.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But it turns out that's actually her real body, and she is the artificial brain. And for like the last 3 years, her real brain, along with her mom and her brother, are trapped at Ground Zero with the artificial body. And what she gets told is they had to go to Ground Zero and kill the artificial brain in order to stop this. Then it's found out halfway through that, oh, she is the artificial brain. So the scientist, who's in another body himself, is taking Aiko to Ground Zero to reunite the artificial body in the artificial brain and save the real Aiko with the real brain in the real body, and then kill him, well, the artificial one, to kind of stop they call it malignant matter, is what they call it.
Basically stop the blob infestation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to the second moral dilemma of the show, sometimes it's better to unhook a coma patient and let them be. Because at the end, that's actually what stopped the whole thing. Because those two girls, another one that they were trying to save when this happened, and she was in a coma.
Well, they didn't know this until like the last couple episodes.
To the last episode, and they unhooked her. When they unhooked her, hey, guess what? She woke up. Because it was her brain waves that was interacting with the malignant matter, making it go haywire and spreading.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting because that was
like a curveball that they threw in. It's like, what?
Yeah, but you could also see the difference in color of which one was being controlled by the real Aiko and which one was being controlled by this girl who was in a coma. Because Aiko's was very much was almost a crimson color. The other one was kind of almost a dark pink. And then when the main antagonist pops in, everything turned purple.
A bluish purple, yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. And it's confusing as all fuck if you don't fucking pay attention.
Oh god, it's
very cool.
What is that show? It's like Paranoia Agent. If you're not paying attention intently, that show just what?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those shows that if you miss an episode, you're boned.
You're completely fucked.
You're boned. You lost. Go back to the beginning because And the only reason why I brought up the show and wanted to talk about it is because it was a quick show.
Yeah,
12 episodes.
It's 12 episodes. It seems interesting. The science behind it and the technology behind the show and inside the show itself kind of matches what we talk about on Mechanic Tuesdays, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of want to talk about it. Problem is, it's not that good of a show.
Yeah.
I mean,
I actually liked it.
I'm not gonna lie, I liked it too. The problem is I know how some people are, and knowing my taste and how I like stuff, and just watching it and knowing how other people can kind of perceive a show and perceive things, I can just tell that a lot of people probably aren't going to like the show. Now, it's interesting if you're into weird and science fiction and mystery, but they don't. I mean, they do a good job with science fiction.
Yeah.
They do a good job of the mystery, but as far as a compelling story to fit behind it, the story is what kind of kills it, along with the character acting. I mean, that's the best way I can sum it up.
Yeah, the story was a little convoluted. And yeah, some of the character, especially with the gal who played Aiko, there was a lot of times I'm like, bitch, just shut up and do something productive. But
I'll say this much. When it comes to her character acting fucking sucks. When it comes to the character itself, and whenever the character because she gets sidelined all the time. I mean, she is the package. She is the care unit. So this team in mech suits and in the Beetle tank are trying to get her from Area 5 to Ground Zero. And it is a constant battle tooth and nail from point A, from point D to point A.
I'm drawing a very weird comparison here, and stop me if you've heard it before. This almost sounds a lot like Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within.
I know what you're talking about.
In that weird, convoluted kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the weird, convoluted kind of way, yes, it does.
Which makes perfect sense to me for some reason.
Yeah. But her character always got silent. Don't do anything. It's our job. It's our job. Don't do anything. And her constant going, what? Really? What do you mean? Just annoy the fuck out of you. But boy, when she gets tired of it, says, fuck you, I'm fighting back. I mean, she brings out the fucking kick-ass boots and actually opens up whoop-ass. And I was impressed.
Yeah, me too. I mean, in one point, she has basically a grenade launcher in one hand, a machine gun in the other, and is just laying waste.
So basically, she goes John Rambo.
Oh yeah.
Yep. She reminded me of one of the T-800s and Terminator 2.
Oh, the one with the opening bit?
That's what she reminded me of.
The dual plasma cannons? Yeah.
Yeah, because she's just walking along, laying waste and just shooting. When it gets done, throws it down and just starts going at it.
Yeah.
So I'll give the character that much. When it comes to, when push comes to shove and she asks she's got that down. And she, in the ending part, they make you think that something bad's going to happen at the end. And really, it
basically sets it up for, this can't be it. Something horrible is going to happen, and then just it never shows up.
Well, remarkably enough, the only one that really gets a bad hand dealt to him is one of the members with the team. And the antagonist. He basically gets his brain fried.
And the guy with the team, he didn't go out like a bitch.
Did he go out Starship Trooper style?
Oh,
Yes, he
fuck
did.
yes.
You know which
Yeah.
scene I'm talking about near the very
Yep.
end.
He gets stabbed through the gut, pushing them away, still shooting his fucking gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but exactly that scene, basically.
Yep. I mean, it's yeah. He does not go out like a bitch. And then there's one guy in there that has a prosthetic arm that's made out of that like same nanomaterial and stuff like that. And you see him lose his arm once because of it, but they make a new one. And there's this one scene I thought it was kind of cool. Is he took I don't know if it was a grenade or it was a vial of it had some sort of anti matter agent that was supposed to help slow down the matter.
It was supposed to kill off the basically the nanos.
Yeah, and basically they couldn't get it into because they had to get into the core of one of the things in order for it to work. So what's he do? He takes it and he shoves his fucking arm and says, "Shoot my arm!"
Yeah,
and then it's like just deja vu comes up. I can't shoot you. I can't shoot you. And he just yells out, "It's not my real arm." It's like, you guys should know this.
yeah,
So
because
why
remember,
are you hesitating?
the one who was there, who was going, I can't shoot your arm, was the same one who earlier was chastising him and flipping him shit about having a prosthetic arm.
Yeah, he's right about that one.
And that's what we in the business call selective hearing.
Yeah, it's like
No,
the two of them were married at one point, because there was a lot of points where you're like, he just said that like last episode or something like that. You're just like, okay then.
Yeah, I mean, now the mech suits.
Yeah, the diver suits.
Huh?
The diver suits.
Yeah, the diver suits. I've got to say, they are probably on par. Not entirely on par, but very fucking close to the hard suits from Bubblegum Crisis.
Yeah, they definitely look like they were kind of cut from the same cloth.
Yeah. Now they can't jump, and they can't do all the fancy stuff that the lightsabers could, but they can come damn close.
Yeah, some of the maneuvers that they were pulling off was pretty badass.
Basically, it kind of reminded me a little bit of Air Gear. If you've seen Air Gear, that is.
I have not.
All right. Well, basically, Air Gear, it's a rollerblading show.
Oh, okay. I know which one you're talking about.
But it's not really rollerblade. They're called air gears, and basically the super powered rollerblades. That's the best way I can put it. And it's an interesting show in itself. I hadn't seen it in like 7 years. I actually been contemplating rewatching the show just because I liked the show, and I forgot the premise of it. And it was kind of curious and interesting getting back into it and watching it. And actually, Air Gear in another show, what was it? Excel World. Kind of, the stories are completely different. One's a type of isekai and the other one's not. But the story dynamic kind of reminds me of the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, I one thing I did love about the suits was the fact that they actually had the roller skate like secondary movement system.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
Go ahead.
I have a question. I'm looking at a screenshot of this. What the fuck is that on her shoulder?
The little blue guy?
It looks looks like a little. It looks like a little.
Oh yeah,
Almost looks like a little blue Tamagotchi thing.
Yeah,
That-
gummy.
yeah, its name is Gummy, and that's actually a artificial life form. That's what her dad's company was in the middle of developing and building, and they were developing it for commercial use. Since her dad worked at the company, he got special access, and that was actually his last gift to her before he died in the car accident that put her in the hospital.
Right before.
I mean, just right before. And she comes across it when she finally returns to her house. Because when you see her in the show, she's bound in a wheelchair. She can't move. She can't do any. She's bound in a wheelchair. And for some reason or another, I think it's because she interacted with that one guy. She's able to walk again. And since she's able to walk, they allow her to go back to her house and collect things that she's hasn't been able to get in 3 years. That's one of them. Something happens during the mission and it becomes active. And yeah. And that thing right there actually is the cause for the ending that they get, which I think it's actually, I do kind of enjoy the ending.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody wins to a point.
Frankly, when it's like, yeah, Gummy, and they named him Gummy and they call him that, I just kept going, you've seen one too many My Little Ponies. When you hear Gummy and you think of Pinkie Pie's toothless alligator pet.
No, I was to be honest, when I looked at it, the first thing I thought was when you said Gummy, the first thing I thought was gummy bears.
That's according to the gal who named it. That's exactly why she called him Gummy, because it reminded her of the gummy candies.
Yep. Now I'm also looking at a picture of these mechs, if you can call them that. They
Now,
look like a stubby power loader from Aliens.
Oh,
That's what they
no.
look like.
The bipods?
Yeah, the
Those are
bipods.
bipods.
Yeah.
That's what. All right. So they have hard suits on.
Yeah.
Mech suits on. And then they can get into those pods, which is just more protection and and stuff like that. They do a lot of the battles in that, but what we're actually talking about is the actual suits that they wear.
Okay. Well, I'm still kind of thumbing through some pictures for this. So.
Yeah. Now, the thing that KG is talking about, the beetle,
Yes.
it looks like a Tachikoma tank.
Oh God. I did see the production company. It's Bones. If memory serves, Bones are the ones who did Ghost in the Shell standalone complex,
And
which would make a lot of sense.
7.
Yeah, and Erica 7. So that would make a lot of sense. They'd look like Tachikomas.
Yeah.
Yep.
But when they first showed it, I'm like, I found my new favorite toy if I ever got a chance to have one.
Yeah.
Because you have this laser weapon, these flares, a crew of 2 to man it, and then the pods could connect to that. I mean, it's like a little mobile, a mobile base kind of thing. And it was like, this is cool.
Now, what was I going to say? About the malignant matter and how they fight it. I got a Borg Star Trek vibe from it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
but reversed, almost.
The stuff adapts. So they constantly have to synthesize new matter and new adapted matter that they get and make new cartridges and shells to fight it.
It's what's his name from Yu Yu Hakusho? From the Dark Tournament. Every time he got hit with something, he just popped something and he became immune to it.
Yeah. So, I mean, all in all, it was an interesting show. I mean, I'll say this: there's better shows out there, but
yeah,
by far it was interesting.
now that I've seen it, it's like, okay, I kind of want to see it in, because I watched it in English dub because I was at work. It's like, all right, now I want to go back and watch it in as subtitled and see what kind of differences there are between the two.
I don't know if there's going to be a lot of differences. There might be.
Yeah, because, I mean, there's times that I've seen, someone say something in Japanese of, holy shit, we need to go this way, and then have the English translation be, we may wish to consider going to the right here because that is technically more sound. It's like, now the Japanese said, fuck it, let's run. And they just were very verbose about it and the fact that that's how they say it. So, it's like, what, just that kind of curiosity of, what differences, if any, there are.
Now, here's a show that you probably need to watch. And it's one I recommended a while ago to you. And that was Clockwork Planet.
Yep. I watched the first episode of that.
What'd you think?
I actually have recommended it to several people already. And that was just after watching one episode.
When did you watch it?
When?
Yeah.
Shortly after you told me about it, I watched the one episode.
You need to finish it.
Yeah, I need to actually sit down, pay attention, and watch it all.
Yeah, because I'm planning on doing that one after we do a proper one of Ico and Cornet.
I can do that.
Because I wasn't expecting you to have it done already. And if I would have known that, I would have said, oh, okay, well, maybe we'll do an episode on that one. So it's whatever. We'll do a proper episode next one.
It was one of those situations that the past week and 2 days at work have been fucking psychotic because of this damn sale thing that the corporates thought would be a good idea. And
money.
Yeah, and today it was just like, I need something to focus on other than these goddamn this shit in front of me. So, well, I was like, all right, I'll watch this because it's short and it'll kill a few hours, and I'm actually rather intrigued by what's going on. Because,
tell me more.
Yeah, it's like Aiko herself was annoying, but it's like all the other supporting characters
was spot on.
Yeah, we're like, okay, this guy was a former special forces.
Except for the secondary main character, the Doctor. He was he just looked like he was trying to be too emo to me.
Yeah, he was too stone-faced. But the actual divers, the mercs and all that, it's like, all right, I really don't care about the two primary characters. What are these guys' story? Yep. Okay, one of them was a rich kid who wanted to choose his own destiny. One's former special forces. Now, what was up with the two girls?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good dynamic with the support characters, and really, I think they could have done a show with just those characters.
Yeah,
because the opening scene, I think, was some of the best action scenes I've seen from the whole show. Was that opening bit?
Oh yeah,
and that's what kind of got me drawn in. But you see that, and you don't really get the same aspect again until like episode 6, episode 7.
Yeah,
and really, and when they do get into it, they try to avoid it as all fuck as possible.
Yeah, it would have been would have liked to have seen a little bit more on who these people are. If they actually were to like back up and like show, why are these two teams constantly in competition? What sparked it? I would actually enjoy watching after 1 year of the burst occurring, here's team A, team B, and we're going to focus on these guys for 12 episodes.
Yeah. And basically the recovery, you can look at them as recovery / salvage people.
Yeah.
That's basically what they are, because they go into the zone and recover and reclaim technology, information, gather data and stuff like that of the areas, nobody can go. And that's basically their job.
Yeah. They get hired to go, okay, I need you to get this sample from this location. And they go in, they get the sample, they extract it, and they make it back. They get paid. If they don't make it back, well, they're dead.
Pretty much.
Sounds like Umbrella's Alpha Squad.
Yeah.
With Hunk, Mr. Death.
Yeah. Very, very close.
Yeah.
But no, Clockwork Planet will be a good one for you to watch. It's that first episode doesn't really do it justice. Like 3 or 4 episodes in, when they get the second automaton, that's when it gets good.
Okay.
And really, I can't remember the kid's name, but I think in either episode 2, episode 3, his special ability really does shine. So I can't remember the kid's name. I'm not going to go from there. But this kid, he has super sensitive, supersonic hearing. So much so, he has to wear 100% zero amplitude sound headsets all the time in order just to be able not get headaches and stuff like that from his supersonic hearing.
Ooh.
And he uses that in this world made out entirely of gears. Everything is gear driven. Computers are gear driven. Machinery is gear driven. The automatons are gear driven.
The gears are gear driven.
I was about to make that joke, KG.
Actually, no. Actually,
no, the gears are powered by potatoes. We keep getting that. We keep talking
the
about
gears are gear driven. There are gears within gears.
Gearception.
Ooh.
Metal Gear.
Wow, could you imagine Metal Gear on a planet of clockwork? It's gears on gears on gears on gears.
Ocelot would have a field day.
No shit.
I'm sorry.
Let me find this scene. And once you see this scene, you will want to watch the rest of the show. Where was it? What episode was it?
Now the Eternal Hunt.
Yeah, you go ahead and talk amongst yourselves real quick.
Okay.
So did you see what I ended up with this week, KG?
I don't think so.
Oh, I posted it in the Discord. My wife won a Switch.
Oh, yes, I did see that. That's cool.
And Smash.
Nice.
Yeah, Sparky saw how efficient I've been.
He's training his amiibos right now.
Yeah.
Ah.
And I've got 2 new ones on the way, too.
Well, if you ever pick up Diablo for that sucker, let me know, because then we can play on that, too.
You've got a Switch?
Yeah, buddy. I got the Diablo 3
you've got
GameStop exclusive.
Well, that's 2 people I need to send another friend code out to.
And you're just sending friend codes out left and right.
I know, right? Because right now I've got Zelda, Kirby, Peach, and Mega Man.
I don't have Smash,
Yeah.
but I keep getting told I need to get it.
Oh, it's so much fun. Especially since there's like 80 plus characters at this point.
I haven't played Smash since it was originally released.
On the N64?
Yep.
I have played every incarnation and some of them for probably over 100 hours.
Yeah, no, just the one.
Yeah. But no, that's how this new one starts. You start with the original 8 from 64, and it just builds on it.
Cool.
And since they've announced Joker from Persona 5 as the first DLC character, there's still 4 more waiting. Which I don't remember where I remember reading it, but people are discussing that it might be one of the heroes from Dragon Warrior. Might be the next one announced.
Don't know Dragon Warrior. I don't think I've played that.
That's I would say the competitor to Final Fantasy at the time, but not so much at this point, but still. Because I think they just released Dragon Quest XI for PS4.
Hmm.
Nah, I was gonna say the game we need to play KG is Hyrule Warriors.
I've got that. I bought that when I was on vacation. I fucking love that game.
You do know it's 2-player co-op, right?
Yep. Yes, I do.
Good. I know what I need to get next.
Yeah, that game was the whole reason I actually wanted to get a Wii U.
Smash 4 was the whole reason I wanted one.
Yeah, because I wanted to play Hyrule Warriors. I think there's a couple others, but
yeah,
since I can't remember, it's not that important.
Smash 4, Hyrule Warriors, and Bayonetta 2.
Yeah. Thankfully, Bayonetta 2's out for the Switch, and it comes with Bayonetta.
As long as it comes with all the new outfits.
I think so.
Sweet. Because, yeah, you can run around as Peach, Zelda, and Fox, I believe.
Yep.
And Daisy, I believe. And it changes her smash attacks into Bowser and Ganon, respectively.
Yeah, I remember playing the original Bayonetta on the 360. And actually, it was like one of the first games I got for it. And I freaking loved it.
Oh, yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah.
Well, hell, since she's in what's his name? Her dealer, he's an assist trophy.
Yeah?
Yeah. I can't think of the guy's name.
I know.
The one who runs the bar.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember his name right now.
Yeah. He'll actually show up, fight, and throw an item at you. It's hilarious.
That's cool.
Does he throw a shoe at you?
You talk about shoes like that, but this is Smash Brothers we're talking about. This is where you can get hit in the back of the head by a hyperdimensional baseball.
A hyperdimensional baseball.
I've used it several times. You literally throw it, it goes a short distance, disappears, and comes up from behind somebody and beans them. And it hits like a truck. But yeah,
I remember what else I got. I think I also have Breath of the Wild and Dark Souls.
Oh yeah,
for my Switch.
I've actually watched a bit of that new From Software game, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. That looks really fucking cool.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, Oriental Dark Souls doesn't do it justice.
That's cool.
Oh my god. Sparky,
Yeah.
look who's in the chat.
Hey!
It's our favorite residential
it.
hippie.
You know
KG.
what? I wonder if they'll come on.
He might.
Jesse, are you on your computer?
You better be.
Oh, Rodan or Rodan was the name of the bar.
Yeah, Rodan, yeah.
There you go, Jess.
God. KG, remember? Oh, his boy is. Darn it.
Anyways, in the side chat, KG, that episode, go to 7 minutes 40 seconds and just watch that.
7 minutes 40 seconds.
Actually, 7 minutes 30 seconds.
Okay, 7 minutes 30 seconds.
Or which up is close. When we get it, let me know.
All right, I'm at 7:24.
All right, that walks.
Yeah, I happened to look down at chat and it said somebody else was here. I was like, who else is here? And I happened to see who typed in chat.
Yep. Yeah, I was hoping I'd get you on. If you got a Google account, you can hop on whenever you want.
God, that'd be fucking hilarious. So how the heck are you watching this, Jesse? If Munchkin's on the computer,
Probably on his phone.
don't. So I don't know if he's got a phone good enough for it. I don't think.
So I just got asked right now. You interested yet, KG?
Oh yeah, with the way that she was tearing through all those gears.
Yeah, it's Clockwork Planet. It's actually a really, really interesting show, and some of the dynamics that they have, and some of the scenes that they go through and play through in the show is the one I'm showing them right now. Is of a girl just completely rebuilding a robot, like as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it's like she's running through and it's like doing this is 3.4 seconds, doing this is 5.5 seconds. Total time to do this is 27 seconds. I need to go faster.
And that in the business is what we call min-maxing.
I'll say this, second base with her was no joke.
What do you mean?
Okay, with the wet, as fast as those hands go, I'm going to leave it there.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah. And then having the my guess is the little droid with the sword going, "Mommy's amazing." It's like, oh god.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I won't play anymore. You'll spoil it. But that's one of my favorite scenes in that whole show.
Yeah, I stopped right after the first droid did the. There's a limit to what humans can do.
Yeah. Oh, Izu. Yeah, Izu's her name. Yeah, it's a really good show, and it gets weirder towards the end. And technically, the manga's still going. So there's supposed to be a season 3. No, season 3. What the fuck am I
Season
talking
2.
about? Season 2. God damn. There's supposed to be
We
a
were
season.
all over the place today, Sparky.
No, you have no idea. Okay, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about my week at work.
Go for it.
About the hell and hate and discontent that is.
All right, so
Ta-da.
have you checked out my Twitter?
Yeah, I saw the truck.
All right, in what realm, world of all that is holy, why would you use house wiring to repair a truck?
The only thing I could think of is it's all they had on hand.
Then you don't touch it.
Yeah.
You take it. All right, so here's how this goes. Truck comes into the shop, and here's what the ticket says on it. When foot brake is applied, right side headlights come on. Left side does not come on. This happened after it was taken to a shop and they worked on it, and now half the stuff doesn't work. Fix, please.
Fix, please.
Please, fix.
Okay, so
Work your magic.
a little backstory on some of the newer Peterbilts. So some of the newer Peterbilts that are in production, I want to say from 2010, 2009, 2010 on up, all have on them what's called a chassis node. This chassis node is computer driven. It gets its inputs and its commands from the CECU. So the chassis node, its function is to power all the lights on the truck. So it powers on the headlights, it powers on the turn lights, it powers on reverse lights, the stop lights, the marker lights, the trailer lights, and does some other functions too on the vehicle. And basically everything is ran through the chassis node. So if you turn a switch on a dash, what happens is you turn the switch on, the switch sends a signal to the CECU, which is the cab computer. The CECU then sends a signal through the FCAN to the chassis node. And the chassis node is basically, it's a glorified computerized relay. That's the best way I could put it. And it turns on the lights. Now, any DIYer or
Bump.
you know,
DI wire.
yeah.
WI. Yeah.
Well, any mom and pop mechanic shop or straight between mechanic, you bring a truck in and says lights don't work. Well, they gotta start looking for, fuses and stuff like that, because that's basic.
Right.
These trucks with the CECUs and the chassis nodes do not have labeled fuses for the brake lights, the turn lights, the headlights. They do not have marked fuses for those.
So it's a gamble.
No, well, it's not a gamble. And the PDC, the power distribution center on the firewall, they have what's called power fuses. And it's labeled P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, all the way to P10. Those are the power supplies to the CECU. And it uses those power supplies from the fuses to power the different things on the truck. So, say one headlight will be on one fuse, another headlight will be on another fuse, one turn light will be on one fuse, and so on and so forth. So, if you open it up and you don't know how the system works, and you don't know what you're looking for, you look at it, go, what the fuck's a tungsten relay? Or what the fuck's a tungsten fuse? What's a headlight fuse? What's a fuse for this? What's a fuse for that? Well, they want to get paid. So what they got to do?
Refuse?
They got to cobble the fuck out of it. So, literally, out of this whole entire truck that I walked on, I pulled about 5 pounds of extra wiring that was not OEM specified out of this truck. Don't know what the original issue was. Well, actually, I do know what the original issue was. The original issue was turn lights not working, right side turn lights not working, auxiliary power for the trailer not working, and left side trailer lights not working. That was the original issue for this truck. So, if you have access to a computer that can hook into the CECU will tell you everything you need to know. You can actually program the CECU for how the lights come on and off, and how, whether they use incandescents, LEDs, so on and such forth. And it will tell you, you are missing power to this well, or you're missing power to that. It will tell you what you need to know. Something that, Shade Tree mechanics, mom and pop shops don't have. So here's how they fixed the truck. So they added 5 pounds of wiring, house wiring, all sorts of different wiring to different places, all this other good shit. They spliced into the front side turn signal, right-hand turn signal, and wired it in to the back of the right-hand turn signal. Here's the problem with wiring into the back. Your turn lights in the back of the truck are also your stop lights. So whenever if you wire it up that way, which is how they had it, you push on your brake pedal, your turn lights on your hood are going to illuminate up too, because they're activating with the brake lights also. With the auxiliary power, they just tapped into the main power onto the firewall, not fuse or anything like that. And with the left-hand trailer lights, they went into the middle of the frame rail, found a trailer cord, spliced and hacked into it, and ran it not only from the front lights, but also to the back tail lights to draw power from the truck to power the trailer lights.
Oh, God.
Now, all this had to taken several hours to implement and put on and cobble together and clusterfuck the hell up.
Clearly.
Here was the issue with the entire truck. At the PDC, one fuse was blown. And it was for the right-hand turn signals. The second issue was right below the PDC. If you was to follow the cabling down from the PDC 5 inches, you can see where the cable was rubbing on the fuel line and rubbed 3 wires in half. That was all that was wrong with the truck to get it fixed originally. It took me more time to remove all the crap that they had on the truck than it was to fix the original problem to start out with. People wonder why I have an issue with shade tree mechanics. If you do not know how a system works, do not touch it. Now, if you want to learn how something works, by all means, learn how it works. But don't hodgepodge something together to get by with it, to get it to work. Like with some of the stuff I do on my channel, my electrical diagnostics work. Half the time I spend in diagnosing like the Nintendo consoles or, stereo systems and stuff like that. Half the time I spend in that is learning how it works, finding schematics, running through the schematics, okay, why is it not doing this? And following through all the components on the system to figure out, okay, why is it not doing this? Not just going, oh, I'm going to hotwire it to this and hotwire it to that, and I'm going to try sticking this thing here and then this thing here to somewhat get it to work. You don't do that.
Yeah. I mean, that's just stupid. Call it what it is.
Yeah. I will say this much. They did get one thing somewhat correct, and that was on the back of the truck. I also took a couple pictures of what looked like two relays on the back. And whenever I was yanking on this crap out, I went ahead and yanked the relays and shit out because, oh God, it was clusterfucked up. But the relays were there as a field fix. It is an actual repair that Peterbilt has put out for CECU chassis node trucks. Because what happens is, so drivers like LED lights because they don't go out. Here's a problem with LED lights. They will illuminate under minimum voltage. So here's one of the benefits of having a chassis node and CC in truck. The system will pump out a constant 5 volts to all the lights on the truck, because it reads the inputs and it reads the returns of all the lights. So what it's looking for is it's looking for an amperage draw or a resistance whenever a bulb's in. So you take a bulb out, the CEC and the chassis node knows, hey, I am missing a bulb on this socket because I'm showing it open, I'm not showing resistance. Illuminates a message on the dash telling the driver, hey, your right-hand rear turn signal light's out. Pretty cool feature for incandescent lights. The problem is when you have an LED system, that 6 volts it pumps through the line to check for the lights will cause the LEDs to glow dimly. So whenever the truck's on running, and say it's in the middle of the night, the driver comes out and he looks in the back, and he says, hey, my tail lights are on. I must have a short somewhere, or I must be drawing power from somewhere. And that would drive people nuts trying to figure out the fucking issue, and they would never figure it out because the truck is doing what it's supposed to do. It's pumping 6 volts out to check the lights to make sure that are they burned out or are they good to go. So Peterbilt's fix for that is to take a common relay and cut the prongs off of the switch side of the relay and only use the coil of the relay. And what they do is they tap in, we tap into the turn signal power and the other side into the ground. And what it does is the relay coil absorbs the 6 volts from the socket, preventing the LED from glowing. And it fixes the issue. So whenever you turn your turn signals on, the relay will activate when the turn signals come on, and the turn signals still work the way it's supposed to. It just gets rid of the glow. I put the relays back in, but this truck had taillight buckets in it. So I did the smart thing, and I took the lens covers off, and I put the relays in the light bucket, out of sight, out of mind, out of weather, tied up, so you don't see it. It won't get corroded and messed up. It won't get knocked off, and it still works. The proper way on how to do wiring. That was my week. Well, that was just part of my week, but yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was. And by no means don't think I hate electric. I love electrical work because it's so easy for me to do. Because while I'm sitting there going through it, I'll bring this mechanic over and I'll bring this mechanic over. Because a lot of them in the shop are still learning, or they just don't wrap the concept around electrical. And it's nothing on them. It's some of the stuff on these trucks are really fucking complicated. So I don't blame anyone for not getting it. But I'll bring somebody over that tree and I'll go, okay, this is what's going on. Tell me what you think of this. And I'll ask them questions on it. And I'm trying to get them to think about it. It's like, come to the conclusion. Just run through the things in your head that you think it could be. And if they don't know or they get it wrong, it's like, okay, this is how this system works. And I'll tell them how the system works. And they go, okay, try again. And I'll do that until they get close to conclusion. Or if they don't get close to a conclusion, I'll go ahead and go step by step of, okay, well, this is doing this because of this, because of these things, and this is how you correct it. At least trying to show them and teach them as I go along, whenever I get a chance to.
And that's why two different shifts are vying for supremacy.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's that battle's already been won. I'm not going to evenings.
Yay!
Yeah, that battle was already determined by the manager. I'm not moving. If I do move, it's permanent. And it's like, I don't want to be there permanently, so you're not moving. Okay, then. That was easy enough.
Well, good.
Hopped on that nope train pretty quickly.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I would have. All right, so I would have went to evenings if it was temporary. But the condition was, I go evenings, I stay evenings, and it's like, I'm not doing that. So you're not moving evenings. Okay, then. No arguing that point. I love my day shift. I love my day shift position.
The last train out of fuck you station.
Yeah.
But yes, that was the reason why I had two different ships fighting over where am I gotta go. But no, like a lot of things I get well, not drivers, but mechanics baffled is the CAN bus system. The data links on the trucks. Because all right, who knows old school mechanics? KG, do you?
You make sure it's got oil and it's got gas, and it goes when it breaks. You find somebody else to fix it.
Okay, I'll take that as a no.
You already know my answer.
I already know your answer. Okay, so like on older vehicles, older trucks, say for instance on my dash cluster. My oil pressure sensor is usually tied to the oil pressure gauge, and my headlight switch is usually tied to a relay tied to the headlight. And my coolant temperature sensor, oil pressure sensor is the same thing, tied from the gauge to the sensor. It's not like that no more. So on these trucks, the coolant temperature and the oil temperature are tied into the ECM. The ECM will send a CAN bus message on one of the CAN buses. So it's going to send it, I believe, on a truck. It's called VCAN or vehicle CAN, or communication central area network or communications area network. And it will send a message from the ECM to the CCU on the truck. And then the CCU translates that message and then sends that through a daisy chain, because all the gauges are tied into 3 different wires, because they're all smart gauges. So they're a type of CAN too. So it will send a message from the CCU to whatever gauge it needs to go to. That gauge will pick up that message and then display the temperature or the pressure. Same with the switches now. You turn on a switch, it's computerized. It will send a message through a daisy chain network that's connected to all the other switches in the dash to the computer on the cab, It's like, okay, I'm turning the headlights on. And it will translate the message to wherever it needs to go to turn on the headlights or the engine brakes or the cruise control or whatever.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
So I get a lot of questions of drivers. Well, can't we just wire around it? No. We can't.
Can't we wire around it? Yes, if you don't want it to work.
Exactly. It's trucks have gotten a lot more
Complicated?
I'll put you like this. If you went to school back in the 80s or 90s for computer engineering or computer programming,
Congratulations.
you can get a job in a dealership. Because that's what basically have to show on these vehicles all now is computer programming and computer management. That's basically what I do in the shop. Is all the shit with electrical and computers. So fun times.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a little off topic of what the show's usually about, but I just wanted to vent a little.
Well, like you said, it's a chill stream. We can pretty much bullshit about whatever we want.
There is no topics right now.
Well, I mean, a topic.
It's the first thing that jumps into our minds is topics.
Yeah. All right, so KG, have you been triggered yet by the new Iron-Blooded Orphans?
I saw the teaser for it, and yeah, I really want to see it.
I was thinking it was going to be opposite.
No, because if they keep up the same kind of feel and everything like that they did with the first one, it ought to be pretty good. Because I don't know what I was expecting with the first one when I saw it. And so now that I kind of have the idea, the kind of general feel of what that universe is like, I kind of want to see more of it.
Yeah, but I don't think it's actually going. It's going the opposite way. We thought it was going back to Calamity Wars. It's not.
No, it's I think the character they showed was Mikazuki's son.
It's not. It looks like him, but the name's not the same. It really does look like him, but it's not the same.
Yeah, I'm still interested to see where they go with the universe.
Yeah,
because I really liked the universe.
I want to know more about the story that's coming out.
Yeah,
and I want to know what its time place is. Now, what I'm really interested in watching is was it episode 6 or episode 7 of Origins?
the Origins is a very nice flash to the past.
I'll be
to
right
see
back.
how everything started.
Yeah, go ahead and explain a little bit about Origins, and I'll be right back.
All right. Well, Gundam Origins is literally that. It's how the 1 Year War started, where Shaw came from, the what all the like the political maneuverings and everything that basically started everything we know that becomes the Universal Century timeline.
Isn't that the one that they remade here recently? Or like a couple of years ago?
Origins was one that they didn't redo it. they've been putting out slowly. They've been putting out episodes. They're really taking their time and a lot of passion in it.
Well, that's good. So that way
Yeah.
they make it right.
Oh yeah, you can tell by the artwork and the storytelling that it's a really thought out process. They're not half-assing it. I mean, they're getting all the little details correct.
Yeah, and they're even showing like I can't remember the name of the big general, but he has a wife and a daughter. And
I was gonna bring that up. So, you seen Gundam Unicorn?
Yep,
That girl.
that's
girl.
her.
Yep.
She's also in Zeta. She shows up.
She is.
Yep.
I
She's
thought that was a
the
nice
only surviving member of that family line.
Yep. She is the only surviving member of the
Zabi family.
was it Zabi?
Yep.
Yeah, because Daikun
That's Shar and his sister.
that's Shaw's father, but what's his last name? Daikun
Casaval.
Casball. Fuck, I don't remember the names of it.
Yeah, I mean, I've known him so long as Shah Azanoble. It's hard to remember that he actually has a real name.
I know he goes by. Well, one episode that they have was Blue Eyed Castle.
Yep.
What was there? Xeon Zoom Daikun. Cass Daikun, Australia Daikun, Artesia Daikun. Yeah.
Yeah, which
is Gama. Not Gama. Yeah, Gama. That's who you're thinking about. No, it's
no. Garma was his best friend,
Gama.
quote unquote.
Dozel.
Yeah, because he piloted the Big Zam in the.
Oh God! Don't say Big Zam. Hey, look, Big Zam.
Yeah.
No. I keep thinking every time I hear somebody talk about Big Zam, I think of Game Grumps playing Mobile Suit Gundam Battle of 2. Hey, look, Big Zam.
Oh, Big Zam.
Oh no.
Oh, Big Zam.
All right, so a lot of people in the original Gundam and later on look at Dozel as just a big brute and a big fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
He is actually the reason why there are mobile suits. He is the one that led the team to develop the mobile suits.
And the thing I really like about, because I haven't seen all of Origins, I have seen a few.
Watch it.
Is like with him, it shows the family man. He actually, after the colony drop, he actually has an emotional breakdown with his wife
And his baby daughter.
Yeah. And and even in 0079, the reason why he takes the Big Zam out is to protect his wife and daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So he is a dedicated family man, even if he argues he doesn't get along well with his siblings. He loves his wife and daughter. So it adds even more depth to the bad guys, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Now,
and it shows more Rumble Raw, which is great because I love Rumble Raw. He's a fucking badass.
yeah, he's one of the reasons why a lot of things happened the way they did. Also, if it wasn't for Ron Baral, Tasia and Castle would not have escaped and would not be where they're at today. Oh, not today, but in the story. He set a lot of pieces in motion without anyone realizing it. Now, one of my characters I've seen in it that I was intrigued by was how they did Cassilia. And how they showed her off at, back when she was, younger, before the 1 year war started, right after Daikun died. And that was an interesting twist.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Yeah. Well, that last one you seen had to have been the last episode.
I think so.
It was the last episode because there's a lot more backstory behind that. Like, it goes over how, it goes over from the start. I mean, sort of it is Daikun dying. That's where Origin starts off from. And then builds up from there. It builds up on how whenever the Daikuns were overthrown by the zombies, and the zombies went to go take over, and how the Vols helped the last remaining members of the Daikun family survive and escape the zombies, and then how the Vol family served the zombies as kind of a double-edged sword. Because at the end, Ramba Vol was noble and true to one family. That was Daikun's family.
Yep.
And when it became found out that Shaw was alive, and actually no, it was Artasia. When it come to find out Artasia was alive, he basically forfeited the belt and basically committed seppuku to protect her.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, he took that loyalty to his grave. Like I said, there's a reason why he's like one of my favorite characters in Gundam.
Ramba Raw is my favorite character in the Origin series. I mean, his story is... I love his story.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even with him showing up in Build Fighters was one of those things that made me go, yes, he's still alive somewhere.
But yeah, it's a unique story, and whenever I started watching Origins, and I seen Dozle and his family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and by the way, how he meets up with his wife, I think you'll like it. You will like it. It makes you go, what the fuck? But also, really...
Stranger things have happened.
Really in a touchy manner. All right, so I'm not going to spoil a lot of it, but I'll say this much. His wife was one of his cadets.
Oh, okay. I could see that.
And basically how they got together was from basically was Shaw and what's his name? Garma. Yeah, well, Shaw and Garma make a name for themselves.
Okay.
And it's basically the starting point of the 1 year war.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm looking for you, and there's 5 episodes out. Blue Eye Castle, Artesia's Sorrow, Dawn of Rebellion. I think Dawn of Rebellion is where that happens at. Eve of Destiny, Clash of Loom, and then they got 6 one labeled, but no air dates yet.
Okay.
It's called Rise of the Red Comet.
Okay. I think I've heard something about that.
That's going to be a good one.
I think the only reason I know about the Rise of the Red Comet is because, shocker, they're making another Zaku 2 for in the model line, and I think it was notated that it was from that episode.
All right, so here's one of the things I'm also looking at that I like about the air dates. So for episode 1, Japanese air date, 28 February 2015. English air date, 28 February 2015.
Yeah.
So they released the Japanese and the English at the same time, so we don't have to wait when it gets released.
Yay!
And oh man, they did a good job at dubbing it. I mean, they did a good job. That's the best thing I can say.
Yeah, I heard there's also, I think I might have mentioned this before, but there's a like a petition or something like that going around that fans want them to redo 0079 in the origin style, but not change the story.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I mean, considering Gundam is like 40 years old now.
Is it really that old?
Something like that. I think it's actually like in its late 30s, almost 40 years old. Yeah, 1978 is when it came out, or something like that. And I'm 44, and it's a little younger than I am.
wait,
Yeah, 79. I think it was 79 was when it was released.
Yep. You gotta love the old school title.
Mm-hmm.
So, shocker, I've been playing a game recently.
Oh God.
I've actually been playing Legends 2. And I forgot on how long that fucking game was. That game is like 4 times longer than what the first Legends was.
Oh, Mega Man?
Yeah, Mega Man Legends, yeah.
Okay, you said Legends. I'm like, what Legends? What
Legends Dash, that's how I refer to them short form, but yeah, it's Mega Man Legends.
Okay.
And I've been playing through it because I'm going to do a stream of it on my channel, but after playing through it, it's like, okay, this is gonna be like a 8, 10, 12 part stream, because I'm already 10 hours into the game and I'm just now to the final area, and I still gotta navigate through the final area and then beat the final boss 2 times.
Oh God.
So I'm right on 11 hours playing the game. And I told myself, I'm not going to do it like I did Legends. And I'm actually contemplating replaying Legends into sequences again. Like playing the game till this point and then picking it back up later for another stream and playing it to this point and then so on and so forth. And I'm going to do that with Legends too. I have to. There's no way I can sit through it in 2 sessions and play that game.
Yeah, that might cause some fatigue.
Well, I could do it. It just wouldn't be very entertaining for anyone else. But no, I got into searching for things into the game and searching up clues, tidbits, stories, and stuff like that. Like, what was it? I found dialogue between some of the ancients that you can get into, and explains what the meta units in the game are. And it flats out says that the units in the system are androids with positronic brains. You, Mega Man, were unit of the system until you got reset. So basically, Mega Man's android in Legends. It's no one ever really thought of who and what Mega Man was in the Legend series, but he's actually an android.
Okay.
And the androids in that game are weird. They're like the bio. They look like humans, but they're not humans. They have nanomachines in them.
Nanomachines.
Actually, it comes up in it.
Colonel.
It's actually brought up in the game because there's a scene with Roll's mom. So Roll's mom and dad went to a place in Legends 2 called Forbidden Island, and
where nothing ever goes wrong and everybody's allowed to be there.
yeah, well, they go there searching for what's called the Muddle Load, which is supposed to be all great, inspiring treasure. Surprise, it's not. It's a disaster, and it's just based on myths and legends and basically telephoning. It was spread out the Muddle Load, but it's not. The Muddle Unit resides on Forbidden Island, not the Muddle Load, because that's what Sarah was held prisoner at by Unit. So Roll's mom and her dad went to Forbidden Island, and she got injured. And in order to save her life, Yuna basically states that she had to use parts from her own body, nanomachines from her own body, to repair the damage done to Roll's mom. But in doing so, weakened her body to a state to where it didn't function no more, and had to take over control of Roll's mom. So there's some body swapping going on there. It's an interesting story, and my point I'm trying to get at is I've got different save files saved at different points in the game so I can record and write down stuff because I'm wanting to make a detailed file and log of the game and the story to try to piece together, okay, what the fuck happened 3,000 years ago? What the fuck happened during the time period where these people fought a long time ago? And now, since, there is no Mega Man Legends 3.
Right.
Because Capcom sucks. But no, I forgot how much I enjoyed playing that game and how much there was to do in it. And hopefully I'll be able to do that pretty soon because my whole purpose of playing for the game is, one, to get familiarized with it again before I stream it, and two, is to unlock very hard mode because I'm going to play the game on very hard mode when I stream it.
Okay.
So tell me, that's got to be a mistake or not.
I don't know. Starwin, you want to field this one?
Depends. How many characters can I unlock before you beat the game?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna get butthurt over it though. That's for sure. I mean, come on. What was he expecting?
Yeah. Enough said.
Yep. Now I'm just waiting to see if Lo-Fi decides to challenge me to something.
That would be hilarious.
Well, hey, she plays, apparently, according to Tyro, she plays Smash, and I just got a Switch.
That's true.
Now you need to get us. You need to get Smash KG, unlock some characters, and the three of us just have a freaking free for all.
Three of us. I'm out of this.
Me, him, and Lo-Fi.
Yeah.
I'm out of this one because I don't have a Switch, and I'm not getting a Switch.
I know you're getting a high-powered microscope though, so
Yeah, I am.
just as good.
Yeah. As soon as my income tax check comes in, I'm buying an M scope, trinocular scope, and a camera that goes on the trinocular port, and that's gonna take every bit of my tax return to get.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, we're looking at about 4 digits,
Wolf.
4 digits. You know, it's about 1,000.
I was gonna say probably about. I was thinking closer to probably about 1,300.
No, it's so the cam is about 480 something, and the scope is about 520 something.
Okay, so not as bad as I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I could just go to scope and go from there, but the problem is I want. So I come into an issue and problem with my setup I have for doing circuit board repairs. That is my overhead camera that I use for walking on stuff is good for walking on stuff and capturing footage of it. It's bad for me because I can't see what the fuck I'm walking on unless I'm looking at it. But then while I'm recording and I'm looking at it, you're looking at the back of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Which I've got yelled at a couple times before when I streamed. So that's the point of the microscope, is so I can do some of the circuitry walk and get up close with camera like I wanted to instead of being far, far away. And it also unlocks the potential of being able to learn how to do micro soldering, which is something I want to do.
I mean, one of the guys at work has a setup like that, a microscope with a camera on it, and it's beautiful for showing what you want. You know, for as just like a teaching method, it's great because you can actually go see, look at this. You see this here? Yeah, I see this here. Okay, good. Now keep in mind this is at like X magnification, so you wouldn't see it unless it's a wonderful tool.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, it's I'm using the one that Louis Vossman uses. He owns a repair shop in New York. He has his own YouTube channel with like over 1 million subscribers. And he repairs MacBooks for a living, and he records it and he streams it. He does nothing but streams all day long of him. He owns the business. Everyone's set up with the same thing he has. And what he does is when he goes in to walk and he gets ready to walk on something, he turns on the live stream and he just does his job. So he's getting revenue in from YouTube plus him also doing his job.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's like how the fuck did you ever get to that point? I'm jealous.
Someday.
Yes, even if it's not someday. I do this stuff for a hobby. It's not like I'm going to go into it full time, but my goal is to get set up for it and have that at least being some sort of a backup. You know, being able to repair stuff on the side in case I ever want to tell my job to go, you know, whatever.
Jump cut 2 years later, me and Starwind are like, yeah, remember when Sparky used to talk to us about MX and like robot fucking? Yeah, then he got that microscope, and now he's got like a 3 million, plus viewers.
Together at the same time.
What's that?
Oh, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, now he passed PewDiePie and T-Series in viewers.
Yeah.
That's not.
And here we are in the cold.
I'm doing it. I'm getting stuff so I can do the stuff on the side, not for YouTube. I mean, just like
yeah,
just in
for
general.
general.
I mean, that's something I'd like to do, but I don't think it's ever gonna happen as fast as I wanted to. I'm just glad I got as much money back from my tax return as I did. I thought I was gonna get fucked over this year. Because every year before this year, I was able to deduct my tools from my job. So whenever I go to do my taxes every year, I'd have 2 or 3 folders of receipts of about $6,000-7,000 in tool purchases I've done that year,
Right.
and be able to hold that off as deductibles on my taxes. And I usually get, $1,800-1,900 back.
I was gonna say 18, 19 bucks. I could go to McDonald's and have a good meal. It's okay.
No, $1,900 back from taxes because of that. So this was the first year since the new tax plan's been pushed through and it's in effect now. You no longer hold purchases for your job as deductions. So it was really odd this year when I walked in with just my W-2, put it on the desk, and it's like, I guess I'll be back in a week or two. I left, I came back, and I took a couple tons because I didn't know how bad I was going to get fucked over. At all. I did not know. I was like, I'm probably got owe into the federal government, including with Missouri, including with Oklahoma. I'm just going to get raked over the coals this year. And luckily enough, I got $1,000 back from federal. I owe Oklahoma $214, and I get $50 back from Missouri.
My brother, when he was still living there, he worked out of San Francisco because he's a pilot, lived in Las Vegas, and would actually get taxed by both states.
Yep. I get
such.
Yep.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah, because you live in Missouri and work in Oklahoma.
Technically.
And the problem is they won't take the others. I don't know if Indigo. Oh, and fuck. I don't know where you walk at if they'll do that. Will they take out for both states?
Yeah.
They will?
I think. Because I remember when I got my taxes done, Oklahoma owed me money, and I didn't owe Missouri anything.
Yeah. Well, Missouri's taxes are a lot lower than Oklahoma's.
Yeah.
Because I pay into Missouri and got $50 back from Missouri. I don't pay into Oklahoma, and I owe them $214.
This is Tax Talk with MechAniTuesdays.
What? It's a chill stream.
Yeah, but it sounded funny.
Smash.
Smash.
Oh God! Speaking of that, that reminds me of what happened in game. Remember?
Oh, you want to talk about that?
Sure, why not? Things we talk about before
my character's pretty much sitting out on this one because he didn't do much last game, but he did figure something out.
Yeah, that Kurthal figured out almost immediately after.
Yeah, after I put the pieces together.
Yeah.
Now, other character trying to tell him until we're blue in their face because, so we can't actually say what's going on in the game. Otherwise, we go splat.
Yeah. He does know, FYI. I did talk to him about it. He does know what we were talking about.
Yeah. He's just playing character. What?
Yep.
I bet. Oh man, I wonder how he's got to feel about that because he got effed over good.
Yeah.
Effed
Yeah.
over good.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. I'll let him explain what his character did because that's actually pretty fucking cool, and we'll go into a little bit of details afterwards.
Yeah. Well, basically, since at this point I still need to level him up, he's technically an archangel by this point. So after we got done dealing with our business, he gets a message from a lower ranking angel saying there's a town being overran by zombies. So we get there. Yeah, what was neglected to be mentioned was it was about 1 million of them. Like literally 1 million zombies.
Oh shit.
My character literally grabs his staff, which is a scythe, and just plummets right into the shit storm of it all. He ends up throwing walls of fire around the only protected building in the entire place, the church, where like 80% of the people are at that aren't dead. He puts it all the way around the church and there's only one choke point through him. These are CR1 zombies. They physically cannot do any damage to him.
Right.
So I asked the DM after everything was all said and done, how many did I get? He did the math. I think he said in the few hours that I held it,
20.
2,000. So come to find out, Sparky's character and Barry found the guy who did it. Way earlier in the campaign, we had this old guy with literally like dementia, like super fucking dementia, who hijacked one of our former allies' pet rhino, thinking it was his donkey. Well, it just gets fucking weirder. Come to find out, the dude is a primordial deity who has literally lost all his marbles.
Okay.
The father of Kronos.
Uranus. Because after he sees what he ended up doing, he proceeds to pick up a few leaves, throw them into the air, and they turn into great worm
Gold dragons.
Gold dragons.
No, not gold. White.
No, not white, because white are evil. Silver. Great worm silver dragons.
So, that's right.
I was trying to think of the chromatic ones or the metallic ones that had cold breath.
Yeah, silver.
Yeah. So yeah, because Sparky's one of his innate abilities is he can pick up an item, examine it, and know exactly who built it. And he gets basically like a little. He gets a vision that shows who built it and what happens immediately after.
A little bit of that psychometry stuff.
Yeah, basically. That seeing into the past kind of stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he figures out it's the father of Kronos. Because we were debating, okay, we can't keep this guy alive because if he can have this kind of power, he's a danger to himself and everyone around him. Once we figured that out, it's like, there's probably nothing we can do because we're not going to be able to kill him.
Yeah, the other one, our party member was like, yeah, we're just going to slit his throat. We're just going to put him out of his misery.
Yeah,
I sit there and I ask the questions like, are we going to be able to? It's like, I don't know. Who is he? We don't know who he is. And we found this item. I looked at it, and the DM told me what it was. I looked at him and was like, I don't think we're going to be able to do shit to him.
Yeah. It's like, nope. So basically now the dude is the only one in the town about, formerly 8,000 people with him and his little war rhino.
Now, when it comes to the point of being, the character being fucked over. So we have in this campaign, the Four Horsemen also. So,
Okay.
you know, death,
Famine, pestilence, and war.
Yep.
Yeah. So early on in the campaign, my character really gets fucked over because he takes matters into his own hand to protect one, basically the love of his life and his family. And basically betrayed the group.
Yep.
And at the end, that was the end of the campaign for me. But then got brought back for a wish made by Barry.
Yep.
From one of Four Horsemen. Now, he got declared a champion by the Horsemen, which was Famine.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here in hell, and Famine shows up and tells me not to do anything to betray his champion. That things are going the way he wants, and basically don't fuck it up for him. So out of this whole campaign, everything is going according to the DM's plan. Everyone's being tricked. The only one not going along with it is me. I was the wild card. But then the Horseman sees it and wants me thrown back in because I can really fuck him over.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a wild card. What they didn't expect was me to catch on for a little riddle of one of the guys that helps us. His name's Francis. Super powerful, super wise, and he kind of knows what. He's an asshole, but he knows what's going on. And he kind of gave me a second chance, but it got rebuked by Barry because he went back and killed me afterwards because reasons I'm not going to go into. It's too complicated. I don't even fucking understand it. Why?
Like
but
you said, reasons.
Yeah, reasons. But we got into a fight with basically Asmodeus, or somebody supposed to be Asmodeus.
God, I can't think of what he called him.
Timaeus.
Tiberius.
Tiberius, yeah. So he's basically devil.
It's Asmodeus. It's this realm's version of Asmodeus.
So we throw a beat down on him with Francis's help. And come to find out, one thing that he's being puppeteered by this girl named Michelle, which is the big bat,
which is actual Satan.
Yeah, which is actual Satan, which is the baddie we're fighting right now. Come to find out, there's somebody behind him.
Her.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No. So there's somebody else now pulling the strings, and it's 3 people from the void. And before he could tell us who it was, he goes splat.
He literally just goes.
He explodes. Yeah.
We immediately looked at Francis, and Francis went, "I didn't do that."
Yeah,
wasn't me.
He
like,
literally
me. And it's like, apparently there's somebody else pulling the strings. And then he told us something. What he told us was the 3 or the 3. The 3 or the 4, even though the 4th's not involved. And he had to tell us in a really unique way. Well, we got told that there were 3 guardians by this demon before he went splat.
He went splat, yeah.
And basically, we got told by Francis that they were from the void. And I'm saying, going to myself, because something never really set right with me and Horsemen. Horsemen were not supposed to get involved with the mortal world. They do not care. In fact, Death originally imprisoned the person we're trying to free, the creator. He originally imprisoned the creator for creating life. It was a sin. And then all of a sudden he turns around and says he wants to help us free him.
Yeah, when he's the one who put him there.
Yeah. That right there already didn't sit well with me. why are you doing this? Oh, because of things change and reasons and stuff like that. I can't undo the seal. I highly doubt that. Never really questioned them, but in my head, it's like, I really doubt that. I really think if you wanted to, you could.
Yeah.
It's like,
But
you're
anyways,
the one who put him in the box. You've got the
yeah. So out of this whole thing, we have been visited by 3 horsemen constantly. And every time they visit us, they ask us for some sort of a deal, help us out in some way, and set us down a certain path to do something.
Yep.
And it's always been the 3 of them.
Famine is
Not
the only
4.
one who's never been involved. Pestilence.
Pestilence.
Pestilence has never been involved yet.
And I got to thinking about it. And me and the DM was outside. And my eyes got big. And I just looked at him. It's the horseman. And he just looked at me big, bold-eyed, and is like, how'd you figure that out? It's like, because I told him. Because of what he told me when my character was still in hell. It's like, he wanted me. It was like he was tempting me to go against Barry and go against Kurthal, which is Solomon's character.
Yep.
Okay.
He was tempting me in a way to go against him, but not go against him. And it's like, it just didn't feel right, because at the end of the day, why would a horseman care? Why would a horseman bring me back, of all people? Well, it's because of a wish that Barry made. Well, the wish was worded in such a way that for me to come back, it didn't make sense, because the wish was only something for that character that could not involve, influence, or change someone else's or other NPC's character. So you could not wish for anything that would influence anything else. And he insisted to Famine that I get a wish to choose whether if I want to come back or not. And out of reluctance, he agreed to it. Which is like, okay, horseman bending the rules on a wish like that, it's still going against it still affects me in some way. And that's goes against the rules of the wish that he told. And it's like, okay, that didn't sit right. And then him saying that to me, and I just looked at him and was like, you figured it out. And now you've just become a wild card. And probably the only person that can turn this campaign back around to everyone not becoming evil. And it's like, great. I gotta tell everyone else. And it's like, you tell everyone else, you go splat like the demon did.
Yeah, but thankfully Kurthal figured it out too.
Yeah, and I explained it. And it's like at the end of the day, Barry's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like
The player himself was also fucking super tired too. So.
Huh?
And you also have to remember the player himself was also super fucking tired.
I know. But now the question is, will everyone believe me? Because my character's also the one that betrayed everyone too.
Yes, but you also have to remember this is Kurthal you're talking about. This is a guy who, from the randomly generated loot, was given a fucking tome of strength +4.
Yeah. Well, no, I've got a way around it.
I'll put it this way, KG. Kurthal's strength right now is 5, or like a 45, 46.
Oh Jesus!
And we're only level 11.
And I've also, since my character's got cleric spells now, I've also found a way to make his entire casting based on his strength.
He fucked shit up.
No kidding.
I was gonna say because the way I've always met Kurthal flexes and he just does spells.
Mm-hmm. No, no.
So he pulls a Ganyu force.
Yeah,
and now
basically.
suddenly everything dies around him.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. I see him come in there yelling like Jace. Jace! No, but no, Sparky has an idea
Oh God.
on how to no, Sparky has a really good idea on how to get the group to fully trust me, because even though you might come to it, my character doesn't know that in game yet.
Yeah, but this is also Kurthal. He may act like he's got an intelligence of 8, but he really has one of 16. He just refuses to use it on occasion.
Yeah, but no. All right, so who told us the riddle?
Francis.
Okay. Who's the only one that hasn't dicked me around?
Francis.
Who's the one who went out of his way and put his ass on the line to help me out?
Francis.
Can I answer this one?
Go for it.
Francis?
And who is the doppelganger shared soul of Barry?
Francis.
Starwind. Oh, damn it. I got thrown off on that one. I'm sorry.
It's easy.
Yeah.
You just go to Francis, and I explain to him, I figured out your riddle. Problem is I need Kothar and Barry to know I can be trusted. They know the information.
And he's going to look at you and go, you need to figure that one out yourself. I already see where he's going to go with that.
Yeah, it would be
No.
please.
No. He has to take it.
Why's that?
Okay. What happens if the horsemen get their way?
You mean the horsemen in quotations?
The Guardians, yeah.
Yeah. Everything goes to shit further than it already has?
Yes. This is going against Francis's plan.
Yes,
what the Guardians
going
are doing.
against Seamus's plan.
Huh?
Which in turn is going against Seamus's plan. So
damn Irishman, just get him liquored up.
Yeah, so it's going against Seamus's plan. It's going against Francis's plan. Francis went against Seamus to help me out.
Mm-hmm.
Now he puts his ass in Selena with Seamus.
Yep.
So if he helps me fix this little dilemma coming into it, that fixes his situation with Seamus. Because see what I did?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Francis is going to help me out. The only thing I need him to do is confer into you and Barry. I'm trustworthy on this point.
Yeah.
That's all I need him to do. I just need him to give a yes or no. Is what Sparky said true? Yes or no? That's not anything to go, splat over.
No, exactly.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it should work.
I look forward to hearing how this plays out.
Yeah, because now it's gonna be okay. We know this. What the fuck are we gonna do about it?
Yeah. Again, it's probably gonna be one of those things that's gonna be a wee bit above our pay grade.
Nuke them from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Nope.
No, because they'll just hide in the void. Then we can't nuke the void because of the thing that lives there. I'll put it this way, KG. We've already had
that. No. Here's the thing. That thing is the only thing that could stop them.
Clearly. I'll put it this way.
You released a thing on them.
Yeah, and that just causes all sorts.
Well, if you're just worried about
basically
the thing,
KG. No,
clobbering time. Okay, just get the Hulk, slap him around, and call it good.
With considering the thing in question we're talking about is the bitch from the ring.
Oh, Samara?
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if you make the video, put it in front of a mirror, and leave the room and hit play. Forced it to watch itself.
Yeah, but basically Samara is the creature of the void. Because it's shown up in a previous campaign when Seamus in question himself fireballed a hallway trying to kill it. And it just comes running through the fire on the ceiling.
I'm on fire! I'm on fire!
And he's like, fuck this shit.
I am a master spell slinger. Who's now screaming like a bitch? I'm out.
But yeah, it's going to be real interesting next game, and I'm actually going to be playing it.
Well, yeah.
Well, I was saying I was going to call, I was going to say I was going to show up because I go to Denon that Monday and won't be back to Thursday.
You still do, so.
What?
Well, you still got to go to Denon Monday, don't you?
I'm still going to go to game, though.
Oh, okay.
I said I wasn't going to go to game because of that. Because of events have happened, I kind of want to see this through, and I'll be at next game.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely give me a a heads up and let me know what the hell happened, because
oh yeah,
now I'm curious to know what's going on.
Oh, and KG, I also took delivery of sending you the friend code and DMs on Discord.
Yep. I actually, as soon as my Switch got enough charge, I typed it in and hit enter. So you should actually have the request or something like that in hand.
All right. Well, I was going to say, I think it's getting about time to wrap this up, guys, don't you think?
Yeah, it is. We've been talking for a while, and
this
and that.
Frankly, my stomach is starting to do the, bitch, you haven't fed me since 11. What the shit?
It's like, feed me now or I eat your stomach.
Yeah,
I need that for food.
All right, so KG, Clockwork Planet.
Clockwork Planet. That'll be my next victim.
Clockwork Planet. You will enjoy the hell out of that show. Yeah, closing credits on my end. I'll let you guys do show. Well, you really don't have nothing to show.
Nope. That's a big fat nope from me.
On
KG might.
Sunday, I actually did another video with Minx.
Oh, sweet.
We played the multiplayer of Cry of Fear, which it's an old like 2014 kind of game. There was a lot of screaming, running around, and panicking, which means it was a hell of a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
And then this coming Sunday, we're going to be trying out The Rake.
The Rake. I have seen gameplay on that one.
But so we're going to be doing that. She has watched some anime and stuff like that before, so I did extend the invite that if we start talking about a show that she likes or something like that, that we can, have her on, because we do the guest hosts thing.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Well, that's actually what I was gonna suggest to you is have her. So the next one's gonna be. The next one we'll properly talk over Ico a little bit. That'll probably be a short episode. I've got to get some more material on it so we can talk a little bit more in depth on it. But yeah, the next show will be Ico Incarnate. And then after that is going to be Clockwork Planet.
Mm-hmm.
So sometime in between there, if like on one of our off weeks that we don't do MechAniTuesdays, we could do another chill stream. They're more than glad to hop on and chat. I'm really looking forward to actually talking to them and personally thanking them, but also just having new people on too. So you can extend the invite for I won't say next week, but maybe in 3 weeks.
Well, I'll talk to her because she's not only does she do videos, but she does a lot of streaming. And being in Britain, there is that little bit of a time difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is put just put the
Throw the
invite
idea
out.
there.
Yeah, I'll do a
know,
proper invite.
Yeah, I'll do a proper invite. Tell her in about 3 weeks we're gonna do another just chill Mechanic Tuesdays, just talking, stuff like that. It's at this time. More than welcome to come on.
I'll let her know.
Okay. And Stalwin, I know you want to play against Lo-Fi.
Well, whatever Lo-Fi's deciding to play, or whoever decides to challenge me next.
I got it. Go up and challenge Antoine to Mega Man 2. That
KG, is he actually kidding?
What's that?
Is Sparky actually kidding on that one?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes.
I was being legitimately serious.
Yeah, I know you were.
No, I still think you need to actually do unlimited. Though I think you're gonna have people give up just because of the fucking game, and no one's gonna win. Not even us.
Hey, I'm gonna win that game hands down faster than anybody.
Yeah, because you're not gonna play it.
Yeah, I'm not touching the fucking thing. Okay, I saw the up and downy switchy Rui, and no, okay, that was too much for my brain to handle.
All right, no, KG.
That's a massive amount of fuck no.
All right,
Yeah.
KG. In order to get the true experience of that game, watch all of the playthrough we do, including the Omega battles.
Considering half of the amount of time we spent on the Omega battles is like a quarter of what was actually done.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of editing in that one.
Did you not see the kill montage?
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. Okay. So all those, I think there's about 20 kill montages. All those were actually going and trying and going and trying and going and trying and going. And then there's half of that wasn't even recorded. We were just going through and trying out and seeing how it was going to go until we got the patterns. And when we think we got the patterns, start recording back up, then try again, actually. So, yeah, there's a lot of time in that. To get the true experience, watch all of it, and you'll see how much of a fucking pain in the ass Mega Man Unlimited truly is.
That sounds like the makings of a drinking game that would kill you.
Yeah.
Do not take a drink every time we die.
You will be on the floor with a dead kidney before Yoku Man.
Yeah, my liver's like I reject you and my job.
All right, KG. I'll put you like this: it will give Schmeckle liver poisoning.
Ooh.
It will get alcohol. It will give Schmeckle alcohol poisoning, and he's sloshed all the fucking time as it is.
That's true.
So
okay, yeah. So we're gonna end on that topic.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna show my little bit. This Thursday is Anime Watch Club in the Discord. It'll be at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Anyone is welcome to join in. Discord links are down below in the description.
Except for you. You know who we're talking about. You're not welcome.
But no, we'll be doing episode 12 of Rising the Short Hero, and it's actually getting really good. They're facing off against one of the big bad baddies, and it's going to be a real interesting fight. So if you want to come in and commentate while the show's going on and speak your mind about the show, you're more than welcome to. KG, Stalwin, goes for both of you as well. I know you haven't probably kept up with Rising the Short Hero, KG. I know you have a little bit, Stalwin. It's actually going to be really good. So I know Jin Max is going to be in with me, like he always is. I don't know if Tyler's going to come in on this one or not. He might. He actually enjoys doing that because it helps him out on his videos because he's able to take good notes whenever he comes in and does the Anime Watch Club with us. So I know we will have Jin Max. We might have Tyro. We might have the Fuzzy Gnome or the furry Finley Gnome. I don't remember her fucking name.
You'll have a gnome there.
She's called the Gay Gnome on YouTube. She has a different name on Discord. It's probably the Gay Gnome also.
Uh-oh.
Red Pandemonium.
Jim found us.
Oh! Jim Max. Did someone say my name? Yes, we did, Jim Max.
He's been lurking for about 15 minutes now.
Yep. And I'll say this too. Jim Max I am considering him one of my co-hosts. So, because he helps me out a lot, and I couldn't do the Watch Club without him. Even though Tyro might get down his throat with spoilers, which I gotta say is funny as fuck. I like the interactions between Jim Max and Tyro. I really do. Especially when it's in the middle of recording. I'm like, guys, I'm not going to edit this out. So, it's funny. It's funny as all fuck. Because Tyro is one of those people. I have to have lo-fi in with us if Tyro's on. I found that out last episode. Because I'm pretty sure he doesn't breathe. He constantly talks. Which is not a bad thing, especially if you want content about a subject you're covering. He's somebody really good to have on. But it's hard to get a word in edgewise. And with Jin Max and Tyro going at it sometimes, it's funny, it's comical. I like the dynamic. But yeah, Jin Max
sometimes it's just where's the goddamn mute button for these two?
Well, I don't mind the spoilers. Because the reason why I did a watch club is because I want to talk about the light novel, the manga, and anime. When Tyro comes in, he wants to talk about the anime. And it's like, well, there's a lot of stuff that the anime's not put in, or there's a big time gap difference, or the skip in, or there's not enough context, or this wasn't in either one. And we talk about it, and then we get the spoiler, oh my god, spoiler. And it's like, if you watch any one of the other episodes, Tyro, you will know we do this.
It's like, Tyro, do you watch the show?
Have you
seen this before?
He does. No, it's just something that when we go in, if we talk about, we got along when we talk about something, throughout the spoiler warning right there, and to watch talking about spoilers when Tyro's in. So it's something we both got to learn how to do. But you know what? It makes for a real interesting conversation. I like it. So I haven't announced it yet anywhere. I'll announce it right now. Jin Max is one of my other co-hosts. So that makes, Starwin, KG, Kadunt, now Jin Max on my channel. So 4 good people.
Sweet.
And really, KG, you and Jin Max need to talk sometime. Because I'll tell you, you two are pretty much 2 sides of the same coin. Because you got the knowledge, you got the passion, and you got, I'm going to get yelled at by both you guys, but you both got the age too.
Hey, I survived this long. I'm happy to be my age.
I'm pretty sure Jim Max will agree with you.
Yeah, it's like when I've turned 40, my manager at the time is like, yeah, most people turn 40 and they're like, oh my God, middle-aged. This guy over here is taking bows. I'm like, yeah, I'm still alive. I made it to 40.
Sometimes.
Yeah. That's true.
But no, watch club recordings. Now that I've got all the fucking episodes out, I am caught up now. I am completely caught up. So I'm not 4 or 5 fucking episodes behind. So how it's going to go is I did a recording for Watch Club on Thursdays. That video gets edited that night, uploaded that night, and then the next day on Friday, that episode will premiere on Friday. So that's how that's going to work out. Sparky and Stolen is going to start coming out either every Monday or every Tuesday. I'm still trying to decide which one. It'll be Monday. It'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday when those come out. And my God, I need to walk on those because I actually have. All right, so when on episode 4,
5, 6, 7, 8, and then the entirety of Mario World.
which is 8 episodes.
9.
9 episodes, excuse me.
Oh, sorry,
Huh?
my allergies.
What?
Oh, damn! The tree outside must be pollinating already. Sorry about that, guys.
Okay. Anyways, we got 13 episodes left of Sparky and Solomon for the Mario season. For the Mario part. And then once we start getting wrapped up on that one, then me and Solomon gotta get together and start recording next.
Yep.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So with that, that's where I'm gonna leave off at. So, KG, Solomon, as always, thank you for joining me tonight.
Of course.
Jim Max, thank you for hanging around. And we'll see all you guys on the next one. Take care.
Bye.
Later.